Hey, Shalom. All praises and glory to Yahawah, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. No, double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone. No, salutation to you brothers in the four corners of this earth, the elect brothers. Hopefully elect brothers Salakia that is in the four corners of this earth, pushing this truth and sincerity. Shalom to you brothers. This lesson is for the Israelites, which are the so-called Negroes, Latinos, the natives, and even the confusion of faces, but they're Israelites through their fathers. Shalom to hopefully elect out there that is not sealed yet. This is Psalms. I'm just gonna go through a basic precept, a milk precept, just gonna break it down a little to so the hopefully elect out there could get this understanding. Right? This is Psalms chapter 33 and verse 12. It says, "Blessed is the nation whose power is Yahawah, and the people whom he had chosen for his own inheritance." Blessed is the nation, because we know that there are 18 different nations, right? And 17 of them weren't chosen by Yahweh Shai, but one was chosen, and that one nation was Israel, YASHARAHLA in the Hebrew tongue. It's pronounced, right? So Israel is that chosen nation, Scripture to prove that is that Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 1, right? It says, "For Yahawah will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel." So you see, Israel is that chosen nation, the chosen people. So blessed is the scripture said, "Blessed is a nation whose power is Yahawah, and the people whom he had chosen for his own inheritance." So he had yet chose Israel for his own inheritance. Even have a little more precept to back that up. It says this is Deuteronomy chapter 26 and verse 18. It says, "And Yahawah had avouched thee this day to be his peculiar people." And when you go into the word peculiar, right? It's the Strong's is H5459. It's segula. It means special. So the nation of Israel are special people unto the Most High. That's why he chose them for his inheritance. Continuing, Deuteronomy 26 and verse 18, it says, and the Most High had avouched thee this day to be his peculiar people, as he had promised thee, and that thou shouldest keep all his commandments, and to make thee high above all nations which he had made, because he had made 18 nations and only chose one, and the one that he chose is YASHARAHLA, and the other 17, he made YASHARAHLA high above these other nations, So, but we went off, and that's why you see Israel is beneath every nation. But I'm gonna prove that soon, right? But continuing the precept, right? It says, continuing, and to make thee on high above all nations, which he had made in praise and in name and in honor, and that thou mayest be an holy people unto the Most High thy power, as he had spoken. Yeah, and scripture to prove that we went off, that made us not, you know, on high above all nations, right? Yeah, which in to prove it that the Lord was going to make us on high above all nations is at Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1, right? It says, and if it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Most High thy power, to observe and to do all his commandments which I have commanded this day, that Yahawah thy power will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. But we went off. We didn't hearken unto all his commandments and his statutes, you know, and his laws, don't make we beneath our nation. Because when you continue in Deuteronomy 28 and verse 15, it says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. You know? So we didn't hearken unto the laws, statutes, and commandments. So them curses that would have fallen on these other nations, it fell on us. And I'm going to one curse, that fell on us, unto this day, unto our people, unto this day, right? This is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 64. It says, and the Lord shall scatter thee among all people, from the one end of the earth even unto the other, and there thou shalt serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy fathers have known, even wood and stone. So we went off. We went off by committing adultery spiritually to the Most High, because Israel, you know, is the Most High, you know, um, the Most High bride, the Most High bride, and He's our bridegroom. Yahawah is our bridegroom, So we went off and we serve other gods, Christianity. We go into. We went into Elam doctrine, into the Arab, Islam, Rastafari. We went off, serving other gods, you know. But now we're here today, as the scripture says, as it was written in the scripture, that we will come back and wake up our people. And this is what we're doing here today. We're waking up our people and bringing them back to their what do you call it, the heritage, Salakia for taking so long, bringing them back to their heritage, let them know that who Israel really is, and what kind of people that Israel really is, right? So Israel is a special people unto the Most High, Got another precept in Isaiah chapter 45. Yeah. Isaiah chapter 45 and verse 4. Slakia. Verse 3. Right? It says, and I will give thee the treasures of darkness and hidden riches of secret places, that thou mayest know that I, Yahawah, which called thee by thy name, am the power of Israel. So you see where the scripture says in Psalm, blessed be the people whose power is Yahawah. The power, the people are the Israelites, right? The people are the Israelites, Continue in verse 4 in Isaiah 45. It says, for Jacob my servant's sake, and Israel mine elect, I have even called thee by thy name. I have surnamed thee, though thou hast not known me. Because we went off, so we didn't keep track on our inheritance, slack in our heritage, you know. So we 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 went off and we didn't know Yahawah Shim Yahushai. You know, because we went and served other gods, we fall in other doctrines. You know, we went, a lot of us, you know, serve Selassie, a lot of us serve, you know, this Jesus, this white Jesus. A lot of us turned to Islam, you know, but now we're coming back to our heritage, we're coming back to what we were in time past, you know, aforetime, right? We're coming back we realizing where our foundation is, you know. Um, yeah, Slovakia, all right. It says, I'm gonna go to a quick precept in Sirach, chapter 37. All right, Sirach 37. All right, it says, the days of life, Sirach 37, verse 25, Slovakia. The days of the life of man may be numbered, but the days of Israel are innumerable. You know why this precept say that? Because there's our inheritance. This is our promise. You know, because our promise from the Most High is that, you know, that we will live forever and inherit the kingdom of heaven. You know, but right now it's only 144,000 chosen, you know, men that the Most High is seeking out. You know, because all of Israel, you know, they fell short of the promise, or yeah, they fell short of the glory of Yahawah Shim Yahushai. You know, we all sinned, we all went off, but it's just they got the elected, you know, um, the elected, that was from in the beginning with Yahushai, that would come back, you know, and continue in in our heritage, you know, that would come and do this work, you know, spread this work to wake up the hopeful elect out there, you know, that is still in sleep, you know, or ain't get this truth yet, you know. So that's why this is one of the promise, you know. But in due time, through those elected men, you know, all of Israel will come back, you know. But 2/3 of our people shall die, you know, according to the scripture in Zechariah chapter chapter 12. It's 12. Let me get it. I don't want to mess it up. Zechariah, Zechariah chapter 13, Salakia, Zechariah chapter 13, verse 8, it says, and it shall come to pass that in the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third part shall be left therein, you know, because two-thirds of our people shall be cut off, 2/3 of Israel, you know, shall be cut off and die, and 1/3 will left therein, men, women, and children. You know, so these 1/3 is who's going to bring back, you know, all of Israel. You know, these 1/3 will be the first, you know, to be resurrected, to bring back, you know, the rest of Israel that were slain, you know, by you know, the wrath of the Most High, you know, because they fallen not after Yahawah Shem Yahushai, you know. It says Isaiah 45 and verse 17. Right? It says, but Israel shall be saved in Yahawah with an everlasting salvation, yet shall not be ashamed nor confounded, world without end. You know, so Israel gonna live on. You know, these are the nation, you know, they gonna get a short lifespan in the kingdom, you know, because they gonna be our slaves, you know. Because we were once their slaves, You know, though we went off, you know, from the law, statutes, and commandments of the Most High. You know, so these are the nations. They're gonna be our slave in time to come. You know, because the scripture says in Revelation 13:10, "He that leadeth into captivity shall go it into captivity." You know, shall go into captivity. So that is for them are the nations who had us in captivity, right? This is not a precept, right? This is Romans chapter 11, right? This is why two-thirds, you know, two-thirds of our people can't get this understanding, right? It says Romans 11:7, it says, "When then Israel had not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election had obtained it, and the rest were blinded." You know, so when we be in the streets, you see a lot of people pass us that are our people. They pass us up and down, you know. It's like they're blinded from this truth, you know. But the elect will obtain it, and the elect is who's going to be in the kingdom, you know, to make these two-thirds, you know, come back. You know, our people, two-thirds of our people shall return through our loins, you know. They come back as our children, you know, and children. So to finish this lesson off, you know, I'm gonna go into this last precept. You know, last but not least, it says at Romans 11 and verse 26, it says, and so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written. You know, as we read earlier in Isaiah 45, right? As we read earlier up there, right? It says, and so all Israel shall be saved, as it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. Ungodliness, and another name for Jacob is Israel, you know, turn away the ungodliness from Israel. You know, so hope this lesson, you know, was edifying to you, hopefully like out there that didn't get this yet, and for even to brothers, you know, in this truth. And I hope this lesson was edifying for you. I'm the brother Yahawah from GMS Guyana. Shalom.